Hi everyone, this is Subramanya. I'm a tax practitioner from Bangalore. My dear friends, this month, that is September month, we need to comply with so many things. One is the annual audit report under section 44AB of Income Tax Act. We need to file it before 30th of September. 30th of September is a very important deadline, very important date for most of the taxpayers in our country. And GST reconciliation is another part. Income tax 44AB filing is the first and foremost thing we need to do. And GST reconciliation, why it is important? Because most of the changes, corrections and reconciliation we are supposed to do between GSTR 1, that is monthly sales returns, GSTR 3B, that is monthly tax payment, wherein purchase and sale is reconciled, or inward supply and outward supply is reconciled and adjusted, and you are paying the tax. And also GSTR 2B, wherein you get your input tax credit based on the purchases you do. So all this reconciliation, corrections, reversal, input tax reversal, wherever ineligible ITC you have taken by mistake, you can take it. Of course, from this month already we have got separate column to reconcile our ineligible ITs, to delete, to show, to confess our ineligible ITs every month. We are in the process of filing it already. The new form has come, new addition into the form has come. However, for the last financial year, whatever correction, changes, deletion, addition, input tax reversal, tax liability, whatever is pending to pay towards those transactions, we can do it now. GST reconciliation is one part. It is not a deadline, of course. There is no filing as such now. It may take some time for the annual return to happen, but reconciliation maximum time given is 6 months after the completion of the previous financial year. So now, that is the second part, very crucial, very important thing, because it leads to many complications also. If you have taken ineligible ITs and reversal, there is a penalty, there is a interest, many things are there. If at all you are not consider your advances, if you are a service provider, if you are not consider your advances into your supply, that's your turnover, wherein tax liability arises, you can do so now. You can cross check your bank statements, which is simultaneously happening for income tax annual return, income tax audit report. You are already reconciling it. Therein you can just note down, oh, this is not billed, I need to invoice it and I need to fulfill the tax liability. So these are going hand in hand. Very crucial thing, GST reconciliation as well as your audit report submission on 30th September. You cannot keep it separate. You cannot keep GST separate and income tax separate. It is almost becoming very closer now, direct and indirect tax, important to note. And for company directors to be active with your DIN, director identification number, you need to file your DIR 3 KYC. You need to submit it before 30th of September. You know what is the penalty for that? 5,000 rupees for each DIN. If you are not meeting the deadline of 30th of September. So it's a very simple process to activate your DIN, to reactivate your DIN, to submit your DIR 3 KYC submission. It's a very simple thing, but if you miss it, there is a penalty clause. And GST annual return preparation, of course it is we have sufficient time, but we need to prepare many other things related to that. And very important change what is going to happen is on from 1st of October, that is e-invoice for the taxpayers whose turnover is about 10 crores and above. Earlier we had only e-invoice mandatory for 20 crores and above turnover SSCs. Now 10 crore and above, whoever is crossed, they need to start doing e-invoice. Preparing them for e-invoice atmosphere is another very important task in hand. We need to update them, we need to tell them to go for a IT infrastructure, good IT infrastructure, and if they do not have a staff to comply with this thing, then you need to prepare them. And of course we have already crossed our advance tax payment deadline. That was on 15th of September, second installment of advance tax payment. Apart from all these things, we have to see what are the penalty clauses importantly. First one is audit requirement, as I said, 44 AB. If you miss it, what will happen? 5% of the turnover you need to shell out if it is a regular business, or if you are a professional, 0.5% of your receipts you need to pay as penalty for non-submission of your audit report. GST reconciliation, as such there is no penalty, but there will be a tax implication on that. They are 3 KYC, of course there is 5,000 rupees penalty for each DIN, and annual return is yet to happen. Preparing for e-invoice is very crucial thing. Advance tax, if you are not paid it, you have to shell out 1% interest per month. These are all the important activities we need to do, we were supposed to do, and if we miss it, these are the things which is going to happen, which is going to make us liable. Thank you.